Hey, welcome World Entertainment, and things just keep getting worse and worse for Disney. What an absolute cluster of crap they have happening right now. To start with, of course, we've now heard that Bob Iger is basically, it almost sounds like he's getting ousted. It's not even the case of he's going to step down, it's that he's getting ousted. And the person that they're looking at to replace him is the EA CEO. God help the company if they get him. But it's also interesting that they're looking at someone outside of the company rather than inside. But of course, the movies are where the problems really are really taking hold. And one movie that hasn't even come out yet, which is already set to be a disaster and has already been a promotional nightmare, is none other than Snow White. And that's no thanks to Snow White herself, Rachel Zegler. Yes, we all remember this insufferable little twat with her. He's not going to be saved by the prince because it's not 1930 anymore. And Prince Charming basically stalked her because it's weird, and all that crap, and how she hated Snow White and all that stuff. And we remember the backlash that had. And then, of course, she did that weird little sit-down thing with, what's her name, Halle Bailey, whatever her name is, where she was all like, I've learned so much, and I'm all going to be about peace and love, and we all got to be nice to each other. Well, of course, the unhinged, spoiled little moron that she is, just couldn't help herself when the election happened, and she went on an unhinged meltdown. Not writing one piece, not writing two pieces, but writing 4 pieces to her Instagram story, where she basically said F you to Trump, and that she hopes that all of Trump's supporters and anyone that voted for him never know and find peace. Very hard statements from her. And of course, everybody went, not a great look, Disney. Not a great look at all. Your move. Well, their move seems to be force her to apologize in the most unapologetic apology we're going to get from someone like this, because she puts out this little message where she doesn't actually even say sorry to the people that she basically wished harm upon, but you can tell that she didn't even write this. Yeah. And the colossal crap storm that's hitting Disney doesn't stop with her, because after she did all this crap, what happens? Well, Josh Gad, that fat mess, he decided to go on a Trump rant as well, as he smeared the incoming Trump administration as Yahtzees and called it springtime for Hitler and Germany. Yeah, so I wonder what Disney are going to do with that absolute cabbage of a bloke. I can't stand Josh Gad. But let's look at the Rachel Zegler, because that's what we're here for. We're here to look at this little moron. My Christ, does she get more and more annoying every time you see her. She just has one of those faces, doesn't she? You just like see it and you're just like, that's just Karen, just written all over it. Like, that is one of them I demand to see her manager fuckers. You can see it in her. But let's look at this anyway. So, Disney's Snow White actress Rachel Zegler issued an apology last night for an unhinged, profanity-laced meltdown where she appeared to wish harm or misfortune against US President-elect Donald Trump and the 75.5 million Americans who voted for him. But inconsistencies between the apology and the initial rant lead one to wonder, did she actually write it? So here is what her apology says. Now, Steph from My Nerdy Home and Geeks and Gamers, she's the one who's been pretty much screen catching all of these things on the Instagram story. So she was the initial one who put out the meltdown that she had. Not Steph had, that Rachel had, that people caught wind of. And she captured the apology. So here is what Rachel Zegler put out in this apology. So she wrote this: Hi everyone. I would like to sincerely apologise for the election post I shared on my Instagram last week. I let my emotions get the best of me. Hatred and anger have caused us to move further and further away from peace and understanding, and I am sorry I contributed to the negative discourse. This week has been emotional for so many of us, but I firmly believe that everyone has the right to their opinion, even when it differs from my own. I am committed to contributing positively toward a better tomorrow. Isn't that nice? This is also from the woman who, did this. This would certainly be a stark about face for Zegler, who has shown no patience or understanding for differing opinions in the past. In an Instagram post prior to the election, she encouraged anyone who wasn't voting for Vice President Kamala Harris to unfollow her. And she pretty much just went on another mad one in that one. So when she's saying, we should all have our own opinions, even though she firmly told people, stop following me if your opinion differs from mine. Like, what an absolute moron. Now, where do the inconsistencies come into play where it's, did she actually write that apology? Well, it's something that most people wouldn't really pick up on, but a lot of people did. And it's the use of capital letters. Now, people might go, what the hell do you mean it's the capital letters? If you look at her initial post and you can see it, you notice that she doesn't use capital letters, even when she uses names. So when she writes I, it's just a small I. It's the I with the dot on top. When she wrote Trump, she wrote it with a minimum T. She didn't use a capital T. She doesn't use any capital letters. And people have said that every post she puts on her Instagram stories, she never uses capital letters, ever. It's for whatever reason, she just does not use them. And then you look at her apology and it's all capital letters. Hi everyone. Hi is spelt with a capital H. Instagram is spelt with a capital I. Hatred is spelt with a capital H because it's the start of a new sentence. This week, this is spelt with a capital T because it's the start of a new sentence. You're clearly seeing that she copied and pasted the apology. She didn't write the apology because she doesn't believe the apology. And nowhere in her apology does she apologize to the 75.5 million Americans and Trump for saying that may they never find and know peace. Yeah, you notice she never says that. She never actually specifically says, to the people I've hurt and said this particular thing to, I truly am sorry. No, she just says, sorry, my emotions got the best of me. Because she didn't write it. Because she's not sorry. She's an entitled little see you next Tuesday with a face that only a mother could love. And my Christ, how to destroy a movie before it even comes out. And the best part about her doing this unhinged rant and then being supposedly forced into this apology, well, two things come off it. Number one, never mind the fact that she clearly didn't write the apology, that someone else wrote it for her. She just copied and pasted it and to make it look like, hey look, I apologized. No. It's the fact that she is still going to be in that movie. She's still going to be promoting that movie. Disney are probably still going to work with her. It just gives massive ammunition to Gina Carano's case. Because this little asshole actually put out a full-on political rant. Something Gina Carano did not do and got fired. And again, this is where it'll be interesting to see what else happens with Josh Gad. The other part that is glorious about this stupid rant that she did and now this apology is Disney were planning to drop a new Snow White trailer this week. Clearly that's not happening because the trailer has not shown up yet. And it looks like they're probably going, yeah, it's probably not the best time to drop this trailer. I wouldn't be surprised if they don't even drop it next week. But it was meant to drop some stage this week. And here we are. We're now, by the time you're watching this, it'll be Saturday. And there's no signs of it. So what are they supposed to do now? It's like they have this trailer ready to go. And this idiot just went out and did this crap. Don't forget, this is also the person who had in her Twitter bio, not her bio, but her one of her rants on there about all this crap, that she ended it by saying, oh yeah, and free Palestine, knowing very well that her co-star was Israeli. Yeah, good fun, good times with this little moron, isn't it? Good God. Oh, they know how to pick them, don't they? Disney, my God, you know how to pick them. And remember, folks, this idiot has never starred in a movie that's made money. Ever. Every one of her movies has bombed. Every single one of them, including her Hunger Games movie. Yeah. So, good luck with Snow White, a movie that already has to hit over $1 billion to break even. Good luck with that. You'll be lucky if the thing makes 40 million domestically. Oh, it's going to be glorious. So with that, I shall leave it there for this one. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Cheers, and I'll catch you in the next one.